Hello guys, so in today's video we're looking at the Worktuff Gear spear point. We've been working on this design for quite a while now and it's about ready for release. So as you can see, it's pretty compact design, overall 5 inches long and the thickness is 5 mm. So it's aimed to be a compact tool that can be used to create a spear, but also it can be used as a survival backup knife. So here we're gonna cut down a sapling, try to prepare a spear. So ideally you want to take a sapling around 1 inch diameter. Since I was going for a short spear, I didn't need to take a very long tree here. So I'm going to cut the branches off. So there's many different methods you could use to fasten the spearhead to the sapling. In this case, I decided to make a notch that would serve as a shelf to put the spearhead. Alright, so I used the saw from my Victorinox tool to cut roughly 1/2 inch into the sapling, and that would be enough to make the stop cut. Alright, so next I use my Wolverine to baton the sapling until I reach a stop cut to pop out that notch. So that makes a perfect shelf if I want to add the spearhead. Use my knife to make some final adjustments. So all you're going to need is the sapling, the spearhead, and some cordage. Here's some bank line. Alright, so I decided to use a quick lashing technique, but you could use many other techniques. You could use the holes in the handle of the knife to fasten the rope. In this case, I made a loop in the cord and then started lashing around the handle and the sapling. And you have to be very tight and avoid to have overlaps. At the end, you take the excess cord, pass it through the loop, and that's gonna make sure that's very secure. And then you pull the bottom strand as hard as you can. This is gonna secure your spearhead. Even though it's a quick technique, you can make some very strong lashings that way. Alright, so let's go test it out. So to test the penetration of the spearhead and the strength of the lashing, I started to stab that dead birch tree, and even if I torque the spear, the lashing stayed very secure. So you can see here, has some pretty decent penetration in wood. So that's awesome. Alright, so after that, I wanted to check if I could throw that spear and stick it. So for that application, I think a short spear is better. So I threw it on this rotten tree, and it was very easy to stick it, no problem. Did it a couple of times, and every time I was able to stick it in the tree, and it went pretty deep, like close to 1 inch in the wood. Another application for the survival spearhead would be to make a makeshift survival knife. So basically, you'd use the same lashing technique. You'd measure out the width of your hand, and then you can cut the pole to make a more compact knife. And in that situation, you can use the sapling as a handle for your makeshift knife. Although it's not as comfortable as a dedicated knife handle, it's still pretty robust and it fits well in the hand. So here I tested it out. You can really use it easily to work on wood. So obviously you're not going to make huge projects with that, but you can easily debark some wood, make some notches as well. You can also use the sharpened area behind the blade to strike a ferro rod. Alright, so the spearhead is really a multifunctional type of item. As you can see, you can use it as a spear, as a knife. You can carry it many different ways. You can put some paracord through these eyelets, carry as a neck knife, or you could easily mount it on a knife sheath. So you can mount it here. It'll be very unobtrusive, very easy to deploy. And since it's quite a small item, you can easily put it here in your survival kit. It'll be out of the way, and when you need it, you just take it out.